Hi everyone, today I am going to give my lecture on measles. Measles is one of the most contagious infectious disease. It remains leading cause of death among young children and in area with the low rate of vaccination. Measles, also known as the rubella, it can easily confused with the word German measles, also known as the rubella. These are the sounding similar words, but viruses are totally different. And species is the measles virus, genus the Morbilli virus, and family the Paramyxoviridae. Transmission, how it transmit. First, when the measles infected person sneezing and do coughing, then the viruses will flung into the air where it will remain up to 2 hours in air space and on infected surface. So when uninfected person touches the infected surface with the hand, then touches the eyes, nose and mouth, then it can get infected. On simply when it breathe in air which is having the measles virus can also get infected. One measles patient can infect 90% of nearby non-immune patient. It is so contagious. This is the pathogenesis. When the virus is entered the mucosa, then it will infect the epithelial cell of the trachea and bronchi. And the measles virus structure having the H protein known as the hemagglutinin, it will bind with the receptor on the epithelial surface CD46. It is present in all nucleated cells and the signaling lymphocyte activating molecules present on the B and T cells, antigen presenting cells and nectin 4. So with the help of the fusion protein F protein, it will fuse the membrane of the epithelial cell where it will be remain as the single stranded RNA. By the transcription of RNA polymerase, it will convert into the mRNA. By converting in the form of mRNA, the viral protein, the fusion protein and the H protein will be released inside the epithelial cell. So before coming out of the epithelial cell, these virus will get wrapped inside the measles virus, and after wrapping, these will be getting out of the epithelial cells where after 2 or 3 days it will get connected or it will get attached to the dendritic cell as well as the alveolar macrophages. From there it will transfer to the lung tissue, then there to the local lymph nodes, and after some time it will enter into the blood where there will be entered more into the lung tissue, intestine and brain. In this picture, at the time when the virus entered inside the body and the starting of symptoms, this period is known as the incubation period. It is of 10 to 14 days. After this, there is a prodromal period which is of 3 days. In first 1 or 2 days, there will be the appearance of high fever and there will be appearance of 3C. First C is the C for cough. Second is the conjunctivitis, means the redness of the white part of eye. Third is the coryza, means the inflammation of the mucous membrane of the nose, also known as the stuffy nose. And then after the 3 days, after 1 or 2 days, there will be the ananthem, the rash on the mucous membrane inside the cheeks opposite the molar teeth, known as the Koplik spot. It resembles the salt grain. After the prodromal period, there is the ananthem in which there is the red blotchy maculopapular rashes, and the progression will be of cephalocaudal progression, means cephalo means head, and it will spread to the extremities which is known as the caudal. So the progression in this way. So after this there will be the recovery phase. During the whole recovery phase, which is of 10 to 14 days, there will be the persistent cough And after this, there will and the good news is that after the recovery phase, the patient will get lifelong immunity. But the most contagious phase is the from the starting of the prodromal and the end of the agenthum, the appearance of the maculopapular. This is the most contagious phase. The complication: measles will get infected the lungs, intestine and brain organ. In lungs, it will produce the complication pneumonitis known as pneumonia, diarrhea in intestine, and encephalitis in brain. All these three leads to the death. Measles also causes the suppression of the immune system for up to 6 weeks, and after the suppression of immunity or immune system, it will cause the bacterial superinfection and cause the otitis media and the bacterial pneumonitis. Measles, it is the complications worst among infant, and that causes the highest mortality. Complication for children under 2 years: SSP, subacute sclerosing panencephalitis, inflammation of entire brain. It can appear after 7 to 8 years later. Cause of death: persistent measles infection, abnormal immune response, and the mutated strain can be the cause. And symptom of the SSP: initially subtle, means mood changes, eventually severe, seizure and coma. If it is not treated, then it will cause the death. And in case of the immunocompromised patient, the measles, it has been seen that there might not develop certain symptoms in the immunocompromised. There is no ananthem Koplik spot and no agenthum rhesus. And in cases of the immunocompromised patient infected with measles, there will be higher rates of pneumonia and encephalitis that cause the higher mortality. Measles vaccine, it is a live attenuated virus given after the 12 to 15 months old and after the 4 to 6 year old, and efficacy is 95%. Means it will if the child is get vaccinated, it will prevented the 90 out of 100 cases of measles. And this is the anti-measles antibodies. Last in this, the mother gives the antibodies to the fetus across the placenta, and it will last up to the 9 months. Treatment: there is no specific antiviral treatment. Medication: treat the superinfections, maintain hydration, pain relief. Vitamin A can be given for young children severely malnourished. That causes the boost in antibodies response and decrease the risk of complications. In the outbreak setting, vaccine, it can be given to the household contact, and immunoglobulin can be given to the pregnant women and the infants. Thank you.